abduction lift-offs. This is an awesome way to work on your end range hip abduction. So from a mobility standpoint, you're teaching yourself how to own and control this end range. Also good, feels good to open up the adductors at the same time. Now, this is a super easy thing to overcompensate and use things that are not your hips, and I'll show you what I mean. I want you to be super mindful of just moving from the hip. So, easiest way to start this is start on hands and knees. From there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick my foot out so my foot is in line with my hip. Now, from that position, what I'm going to do from there is I'm going to play with trying to lift my foot off the ground. Now, we're talking 1/4 of an inch, millimeters. Then from there, I'm going to hold that. So I'm controlling it, and I want you to think about lifting the femur, this leg bone, up as opposed to just the foot. Because the action from the hip is basically pulling up this way, and I'm leveraging my foot up. So in this position, my foot is in line with my hip, my belly is braced. From there, I'm going to gently try to lift off, and then from there, sink back down. Now, as I do that, it's not uncommon to feel cramping in the outside of the hip. That's okay, it's just right at the edge of what you own neurologically, it's normal. If it becomes too much, you can slide your foot further back, and that makes it a little bit easier. Also, when I was talking about compensating in those faults, it's really easy to be set up, lift off, and then realize that I've bent off to the side. Ideally, arms are completely locked. I could put a cup of coffee on your lower back and it's going to stay there. It's not going to roll off to the side. So find this position. Elbows are locked out. Take your inhale. Once I'm full of air, I'm going to play with lifting that foot and holding. Then I'm going to try to pull this hip back to the ground. Again, keeping my feet, my hips square. And then for that, what you will do is you will do the desired amount that I rate for you of these lift-offs. Each one with a 2 to 3 to 4 second hold per rep. Those are end range lift-offs. These are nasty, but they're so good for